Creating a green future is going to require all of us to do our part. It's going to require us working together to solve really hard problems. It's going to require creativity. It's going to require being proactive and not being afraid to push the envelope to make this city and this region as healthy and as good as it could possibly be.
The Future is Green makes me think of prioritizing green infrastructure in future plannings and implementing environmental laws and just ensuring longevity for the systems that we build to make sure the environment is included. When creating a green future for Kansas City, I think that environmental equality should be at the forefront of it all so that every group and individual receives the same overall well-being and environmental benefits and stability.
A healthy environment is important to me because it provides the opportunity for people to experience something similar to what I grew up experiencing when I was a kid. I grew up in a small town in southern Illinois, farm, and I was able to go out to the woods and spend time playing in the woods, in the creek, and I got a sense of what it meant to be in a healthy environment where you could be. There were no pressures from all the pollutants and contaminants that we deal with on a daily basis, and whatever that looks like for individuals, whether it's a park, whether it's an open space, a healthy environment to me means the ability for other folks to be able to kind of experience some of that in their own lives when they need to.
As a public health practitioner and a director of our health department, it makes total sense to me that when folks feel better in their environments, their health is better. We know from the research that the environment plays a big role in how people experience mental health as well as chronic conditions like asthma. So it is incredibly important that we ensure the health and resiliency of our environment. I really encourage people to make this the time frame or the year where they really think about their environment. What types of things are they seeing in their neighborhoods? Do they feel like they have access to green spaces? Are those green spaces cared for in the way that they would like? What do their own surroundings in their homes look like, as well as their own neighborhoods? So we think about climate and we think about environmental health. It's not just glaciers and the polar bears and things like that. This has real impact for everyday lives. So looking at the types of energy that we use in our homes, making sure that we check and we check for leaks and we check for ways that we might be losing our resiliency in our own households around energy usage.
I think the phrase "the future is green" can mean a lot of things. First, green causes calmness in the body. The color green is proven to show that. I think that as a forester, obviously it means trees. But trees also mean growth in jobs. Green job skills are highly sought after right now, and individuals working in that field. So I think also the future of green could be money, that by planting these trees and by creating these spaces that have native plants or whatever they might have, we are also creating green jobs.
I think a green workforce is going to be vital to the success of Kansas City as a model for our development here, but also the rest of the United States. As everyone knows, Kansas City is in the midst of significant development throughout the city. And part of those developments, as we've seen, are going to be green spaces or green infrastructure necessary to offset the impacts of those developments. And in order to be successful, you have to have a workforce that understands how to manage green infrastructure.
I think Kansas City needs to be focused on the importance of climate change, of sustainability, of creating and bettering the region that we have been blessed to be provided. And we have to acknowledge the real issues that are facing us now and in the future. And if we're not doing all of the things that we know we should be with regards to environmental sustainability and energy and climate and air quality, then we're going to be moving in the wrong direction. So we have to be progressive, we have to be thoughtful and intentional, and we have to be marching towards a future that's sustainable, that's green, that's healthy, and that's one that is a great place to live, work, and play.